What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So listen, this was a long episode. So we are back for Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, season 12. Well, season 3, episode 12. Three is a crowd. Um, so let's just get into this, Michael. I want to get Michael and Sarah out the way. Usually I just lead them to last or whatever, but I just need to get them out the way because Michael really made me mad, and I understand that there are women that are out here that do try to keep and use their kids as pawns and stuff like that, and I want y'all to put that in the comments. Do you feel like that's what Sarah's doing, like she's using the kids as a pawn or whatever to get back at Michael? I don't think I see it that way because what I see is Michael making excuses out of excuses out of excuses, and she keeps on trying to make, a way for him to get through stuff. Um, it's just pissing me off, okay? Because you go to the party. All of this stuff could have been avoided that happened between Michael and Sarah. It could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Had Michael just answered his phone. If Michael would have answered his phone and stuck to the plan, which was that we would see each other a few days before the party, everything would have been cool. You would have met old boy and you could have opted at that moment to say, at this point, I'm not going to see him. I'm not ready for that or whatever. Cool, fine, that's your prerogative. But you cannot get mad at her that her man is there when the last time that you came up there to supposedly visit your kids, you brought what? Another bitch. And I don't care if she stayed in the hotel, she still saw Sarah. Okay? She still saw Sarah. She still had it out for Sarah and she was still talking mad junk because of the shit that you was telling her. Okay? So therefore, you up here trying to say that Sarah up here being hypocritical or whatever, she's a hypocrite because she got this man here and then I only came here to visit my kids or whatever. You come into the place, you bring the toys in, you must have spent it, from what the friend said, a good 20-15 minutes. You see little Ariana, you see little Rain, and see that hurt my heart so bad because Ariana really wanted, I hope I'm saying her name right, the oldest one, she really wanted to see her daddy, and the way that she embraced him and everything, she missed him, and you couldn't even stay for her. You couldn't even put all this bullshit aside because Sarah really wasn't trying to make no trouble. And I can understand how people may think, well, you should have left the boyfriend at home. But why does she need to? Like I said, he did the same thing. He did a similar thing. He didn't really have a girl around the kids, but, at one point, Sarah saw the girl. That's what she wanted to happen with Malcolm. She wanted them to see each other because eventually you're going to have to meet, okay? Because this is a man that is going to be around your children, children in their life because he's in the mama's life, all right? And he seems like a decent, good dude, okay? And Malcolm don't look like he don't want no trouble. Just judging by his voice, he don't want no trouble. If I don't understand what's going on, I hope that he comes in, and if he want to approach the situation, he can approach the situation. But until then, I'm just going to lay back in the cut. He sound like a little preppy boy for real. It's cute to me. It's cute to me. Sarah, do what you got to do, okay? Truth be told, I'm glad that Sarah was able to finally move on to a certain point. That her and Michael will never be done because those kids are very young. And she will never be done with him in the sense that they will never have to stop dealing with each other. They're not going to get there. They got 2 decades worth of that still left, okay? And so they are going to have to come to a conclusion in some way to compromise. I feel like that was a pussy ass move that, excuse my language, but I had to put it out there. Michael, you's a bitch. You pussy as hell because ain't no way in hell. If I've been going through all this drama with my baby mama and the main thing that she been saying is about how I'm not a good dad or I'm not seeing the kids enough, am I going to show up to the birthday party that was already planned that you had no input in because you didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? You didn't offer any input until the last minute after everything was already planned. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to show up for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes and then leave. No, I'm showing up right before it's supposed to happen and I'm leaving when I'm going to be the last one to leave. Okay? Because I'm going to try to spend every freaking time, every minute, every second with my children. That's what I'm going to do. Malcolm was not bothering anybody. Malcolm stayed to himself. And I told y'all he was going to make this about Malcolm. Okay? I am glad he did not come up in there and acknowledge Malcolm and say, yo, bruh, what's up? What's good? So you up in here with my kids? You up in here with my girl? You up in here with this and doing this? I'm so glad he didn't do that, because Malcolm looked like he probably would punch him in the mud, punch a mud hole in him or whatever. You know, but then again, just because you tall don't mean that you can really fight. But, you know, you got to be on the lookout for them little quiet ones. Malcolm looked quiet, and he looked like he a little squeaky clean a little bit. But he looked like if he needs to get down, bro, man, can get down. You know, you got to be on the lookout for them. So they going through all of that, and you leave. You leave like a bitch. Michael, that was a bitch move, okay? You could have put all you talking about something. You didn't want to make it about him. Sarah never made it about Malcolm, okay? Yeah, she wanted y'all to meet before whatever, and she let you know. She didn't even have to let you know that he was there. She could have just said, okay, your kid's inside, and she could have introduced you to him as soon as you got up in there or whatever. Or she didn't even have to introduce you at all. She gave you a common courtesy, that you did not truly deserve, and let you know that she was in a relationship and that he was there. She was giving you a little ounce of respect that you don't give her, okay? And you come up in there and you turn the energy in the whole party off, okay? And then you gonna leave. You gonna leave and you get on the phone with your dad, talk about what you gonna do and all this stuff, and this ain't about me. I ain't come here to meet nobody else. Okay, fine. You still should have stayed. You still should have stayed. Malcolm didn't come up there and say, yo, bro, what's up? He didn't talk to you. He didn't acknowledge you like that. He wasn't looking for a fight. He wasn't looking for no drama. You were. You made the drama feel, because that's what you and Sarah thrive off of. Y'all get off on that. That's why y'all will forever be linked, okay? Because as long as there's drama, y'all gonna be forever with each other. That's what it is, okay? And so, Malcolm is a good dude because they still together. They still together. You know, they did the little, the little update at the end of the episode. But yeah. You doing that, you get on the phone with your daddy. Yeah, she brought this other dude up in here and all this stuff and boo boo. Well, you did the right thing, son, by leaving, because, you know, you used to go to ziggity bam. I said, boy, if you don't shut up. And he talked about something, you know, I'm going to get my daughters. And they ain't going to say nothing. They ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to come up there and I'm just going to pop up. You think that's a good idea, son? No, but ain't no good idea in this situation. What you need to do, son, is you need to sit down, call her, let her know what's going on. Y'all need to talk this out and then go up there and get the kids. I said, daddy sound like he got just an ounce bit of sense. Just an ounce, okay? You know, you do need to call. You do need to figure this out. Don't just pop up. Just because you and your fucking feelings, you are still somebody that just got out of jail, just got off of parole, and a black man in what looked like a predominantly white area of town of New York. You don't want to get locked up again, do you? Because she can scream white woman and call the cops on your ass, okay? She couldn't, okay? So you need to calm that down. You know, Malcolm had to talk to Sarah. Sarah, baby girl, I like you. I love you. I could be really falling in love with you. But sis, what's going on? Because, you know, you going out there in the parking lot and you doing all this screaming or whatever with him. You know, I've been in long-term relationships or whatever, and I know how hard it is to get over and done with somebody or whatever. Listen, so what's going on? Like, because from what I saw and what I heard, it seemed like it's a lot of stuff that's still there and it ain't finished. It was like, I mean, it's completely finished. I said, Sarah, quit lying, but okay, if you want to not hurt Malcolm's feeling, you could tell him that it's completely done, but it really ain't. But Malcolm, if I was you, I'd leave, okay? But then again, you invested some time, so you probably gonna play it out and play it through. I really hope Malcolm don't get his heart broken, because he seems like a really nice guy. And she was like, all I really want to know and all I really want to hear is that, you know, you done with him and that you love me. I am done with Michael and I love you. And I'm falling in love with you. I said, oh, not the cherry on the top. Okay, she put the cherry on top, which was, and I'm falling in love with you. I said, oh, Sarah, stop. So Malcolm, Malcolm just sitting over there playing with the kids or whatever, little Ariana. And, you know, at this point, who called? Malcolm, not Malcolm, Michael. Michael calls, okay? And he up there talking about some, you know, uh that wasn't cool what happened. I wasn't there to give my energy to nobody else and all this shit. It was supposed to be just about my girls. Well, you made it about somebody else. Both of y'all technically did. But you did it. I fought you a little bit more because you could have been man enough to stay. Okay? You didn't have to let this get to you. You blew this shit up bigger than it needed to be quite honest. And basically up there talking about something, he finna come up there and see the kids. She said, listen, no, you're not, because Malcolm is there. Okay? You don't want to see him. Well, I'm finna come up in there and you can't tell me that I can't see my daughter. I'm their dad. I'm their dad. So now you want to be their daddy? Now you want to be their daddy? Oh, okay. When was the other times that you had free time to come down there and come see the kids? Now you want to see the kids and it be an issue? Girl, Malcolm, if you don't stop. Michael, if you don't stop. I just said, you can see Sarah is trying not to engage too much and make it an argument. She was like, I understand. It was a big thing. It shouldn't have happened. This, whoa. But I'm letting you know that Malcolm is here and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I don't care. I'm finna come up in here and I'm finna get my daughter. And when I come near, I better knock on the door and somebody better answer the door. And I'm coming in there and I'm getting my kids. I said, whatever. Then they talk about something. He's not leaving New York until he see his kids. Boy, get out of here. Anyway, Michael trying to put on the front. With him, it seems like with him and Sarah, it seems like stunts and shows. Okay, all stunts and shows. Okay, and speaking of stunts and goddamn shows, Andrea and Lamar. All right, girl. Andrea got Lamar in the back with Tennyson, blowing up this goddamn pool or whatever so they can do this water baptism in the backyard. And they got somebody from the Mormon church there too, some priestess dude or whatever. I guess gonna moderate it or whatever. But Tennyson and Lamar, I love when they have their little talk because they have come a long way. Because Tennyson really wasn't here for Lamar when they first introduced us to Lamar, with him being in jail, getting out of jail and all that stuff. He really wasn't here for him. But now we see them having more little conversation together, almost sort of like a father-son situation, which is nice, But I think Tennyson probably look up to him like a big bro or something like that, And so they blowing up the pool. Lamar said, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Baby, while the pool was blowing up, the wind blew it away, okay, and put a hole in it. So now Andrea pissed. Andrea pissed off that it's a hole up in the pool. She feel like, oh, that was Satan. Like, if Satan tell you to walk through the door, you don't walk through the door. Just because Lamar said he had to go pee. Why would you go to the bathroom or whatever? Why would you leave it there? Truth be told, he could have told Tennyson to wash the pool or whatever, but how was he supposed to know that it was going to do that? He probably literally thought that he was going to go in right quick and come right back out, and the pool would have been blown up, whatever. He didn't think to put something in the middle to keep it steady. It was an honest mistake. And of course, Andrea want to make it seem like he did this on purpose because he don't want the girl to be baptized. And truth be told, Lamar don't want this to happen because he's not trying to force this religion on her. He don't want to force his views on her, on little Priscilla, and he thinks that Andrea shouldn't force her views. And I feel what he's saying, but of course, to make peace, he just let Andrea do what he doing. Let her do what she do. You know what I'm saying? And so they come up with a way to figure out the pool and put some little paint or something over it, a little patchwork over it. The little dude from the Mormon church or whatever. He's a little weirdo, okay? He reminds me of Cody Brown from Sister Wives. If y'all ain't watched Sister Wives on TLC, now that's some white people drama that I be getting into, okay? I'm like, they're about to get a divorce. Mary needs to just go ahead. Side note, Mary, if you've been watching it, Mary just needs to go ahead and leave that family, okay? Just go ahead and leave. I feel like if she would leave, she would be so much more happier. She really would. And truth be told, I don't see how any of them are with him. I really don't, okay? But moving on from that, they fixed the pool. The guy from the he was like, yeah, Andrea told me some of the things that he's his viewpoint on the Mormonhood and all that stuff, and maybe after he sees what's going on today, all of that'll change, whatever. And of course, you got Andrea on the phone with her friends, and she's upset about Dulo. She don't want Dulo to come over there to the house, and he's not welcome to the baptism or whatever. He's always a negative influence, and I just don't like him or whatever. She's always had this contentious relationship with Lamar's family. And it's unfortunate because they tried to accept her, but she can never accept them because she's just way too judgmental, you know? Don't let his sister beat your ass, Andrea, because you won't win. I remember that episode when Mama was up in that house when they was in there, they was hot boxing it. Baby, you have not lived until you've been in a hot box, okay? And for my marijuana smokers, y'all know exactly what that means, okay? If you don't, look it up. All right, let me tell you something. That was my first experience getting high ever. Being in a car in hot box, bitch. When I say blunts was just flowing back and forth, baby, I was delusional by the time we got up out the car. I don't even know how I made it, bitch. I know I came into the room, laid up on the goddamn bed, and didn't move from that spot until the next day. Okay, that's how fucked up I was, baby. But anyway, off of that, you know, and who shows up? Who shows up? Dulo shows up. Okay, so Andrea had to tell her friends while she on FaceTime Zoom with him that, you know, he offered Tennyson some drugs and all this stuff or whatever. Oh my God, he did what? Oh no, can't be. You need to get away from that forsaken town. That's basically how they was. I'm sitting here like, Andrea, does everybody need to know your business? No, okay? Like, I really want to know, what do her so-called friends truly feel about her? Where is Michelle at? Okay? Because Michelle, the only black friend that she got, Michelle would tell her right, okay? Because Michelle be sitting there looking at her like, girl, really? Enough with the bullshit, okay? Enough with it. But, anyway, so it comes time to get ready for the baptism. And we see little Priscilla, she's getting ready and, you know, putting on her little christening dress, her baptismal dress or whatever that she want to come out there in. And, you know, which I'm surprised, Andrea, she incorporated, when I saw it, baby, the kente cloth. She was like, see, I'm incorporating, you know, our culture into the Mormon culture just to let Lamar know that we can do both. I said, since when you acknowledge your black culture? When I saw that kente cloth, girl, I said, what? Who convinced her to do this? Because, Andrea, the way you been acting on here and the way you go up so hard for these white folks and this Mormonism and all this shit that didn't even let black folks in until recently, baby, the way that you go up for them, it's almost as if you forget that you was black. Okay? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Andrea had to have a talk with Dulo and tell him, listen, bruh, I don't like the fact that you gave my son weed, offered him some weed or whatever. And I feel like you are a bad influence on Lamar and everybody else over there is a bad influence on him. And now you want my son to be a drug addict? You want him to take drugs and be a drug addict? I said, girl, stop it. Stop it. Okay, Dulo was like, wow. So that's what you think. First of all, I know how you rock. Second of all, when I offered him that, it was a joke. He wasn't going to take it now. If he would have said, yeah, I take it, you know what I'm saying, pass it here, I would have been like, what your mama would have thought? I wouldn't have gave it to him. Now, let me pause and let me stop you right there, Dulo. I have to be with Andrea on this. Never thought that I'd say this. When Andrea said, bitch, I think you lying, Dulo, you really wanted that boy to smoke weed. It wasn't no joke. You offered him that, okay? You offered him that as a hospitality gesture, okay? Just say that, okay? Because I saw through that excuse. I said, boy, if you don't stop playing, you would have passed that shit to him. You was trying to pass it to him, okay? No. Anyway, so they get their issues squared out. She let Dulo stay. Priscilla come out there giving out the little invitations. Lamar was at one point thinking of not coming because he didn't know, because this is not what he believed in, but because it's his daughter and he wanted to see her be happy, you know. So you got Tennyson talking about how his father wasn't there for him and he already knew that and he knows how that feels, and that kind of played on Lamar's heart. And, you know, of course he showed up for her. Tennyson did the little baptism and everything was all to the good in the hood. When they said what was going to happen for the next, they do the little update when they put the little subtitles at the end. They said Lamar, who is 40-something years old, is out here looking for a record deal, a music contract, Sir, you're 40-something years old. We don't want to hear no 40-something-year-old rapper that's just starting, okay? We only want our rappers to age, into that, okay? We want people that had started like years ago and now they're 40 plus or whatever and they're still rapping because they have a career behind them. Baby boy, I think it's time that you find something else, okay? Or be like, if you're going to be in the music business, be like an engineer, be like a producer, be like a songwriter or something that's viable. I can understand that. But don't nobody want to hear no 40-plus-year-old rapper being a new rookie or whatever. We already got 2 Chainz up in this bitch, okay? Being new and old or whatever, rapping and shit. We got Jay-Z, okay? We got all these old ass rappers that grew up in the game, okay? We don't need that no more, okay? I said, boy, if you don't stop playing, with me. Andrea getting Tennyson ready to go on his mission. Tennyson don't even want to go. I said, ain't that some shit? Woo! She gonna kick that boy out the house if he don't go. Baby, a mess. But anyway, moving on. Lacey and Sheen. So they have their doctor's appointment. And she was like, oh my God. Sheen is in the lobby. And, we're pregnant. And so we have to figure out what we're going to do. And hopefully, because I did implant 2 embryos, because at this point, me and Sheen don't have enough money to go through another IVF appointment, okay? That process is a lot. So I implanted 2 embryos, and hopefully we just get 1 baby. But if we get 2, it is what it is. Shane, on the other hand, he a little concerned because he ain't all the way financially there. He's still trying to figure his life out or whatever. But he know that he'll love the babies regardless. If they get 1, if they get 2, plus the 3 that Lacey already got. Girl, they go up in there. She want a picture. She want all this stuff. Miss Lady, Miss Lady, and her nurse, girl, they looking at the sonogram and all that stuff and the ultrasound and doing all the shit. And at one point, they was whispering to each other. They was like, me and Lacey was looking like, girl, what's going on? Don't whisper. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. What's going on? Okay. It was like, is your husband outside? Yes, he's in the lobby. And she was like, well, we're going to talk to you guys together. I said, bitch, what is happening? Okay. You didn't get my heart beat up. Like, what's going on? Y'all, I was so high yesterday. I ate the caramel popcorn edibles that I brought from. Shout out to Ganja Diva, okay? And I put the information on my Instagram if you want to know. Baby, I thought I was going through some things up in here because it was a higher dosage. I don't know what was up in them popcorn, but baby, when I tell you I felt that shit, okay? And I was sitting here like, why is my heart beating fast? I can hear it in my ears. I said, is my pulse supposed to be racing like this? Girl, but I couldn't move. Girl, I was fucked up. I said, pace yourself, Ashley. You shouldn't have ate the whole bag, dumbass. Girl, now I know. But anyway, they talked to Shane and Lacey. Baby, Shane and Lacey got 3 kids coming, okay? That was like, listen, girl, we put 2 embryos in, and what happened was, both of them decided to take. Okay, so that would have been just 2 babies. But we ain't never had it where one of the embryos split and now you got identical twins. So basically they having 3 kids. But one set is going to be identical twins and one is a singular. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Y'all went from 3 to 6 real quick. Okay. And so at this point, they was happy about it, but Shane like, damn, how we gonna take care of this? And his thing is the money or whatever. And so he trying to figure out how they supposed to do all stuff. I thought it was cute with him trying to figure out how to hold the babies, whatever, all 3 and all that stuff. But eventually they had to go over there and tell her daddy what was going on. And he was like, you really think that you can do all this? You talk about something, get a job and, do this, do that. Sir, we ain't got time for that. Waiting to see how stuff happen. We got to get stuff done now, okay? You need to be stable now, okay? It's time to wake up. The daddy does not bite his tongue, okay? And I like him for it. He put the reality out there for what it is, okay? I wish he would have did this. They would have did this when Shane had a job. I said, I thought Shane had a job. Shane, what happened to your job? What happened to the job? You lost it? What's going on? Let me know. But Yeah, and then they told the kids she was 5 weeks, 5 days. I was like, maybe it was a little bit too soon to tell the kids, but thankfully everything is working out with the pregnancy at this point. You know, they let us a little update saying that she got 4 more months. By the time the baby will be done, babies be ready to come. Their due date is right around the time where John is supposed to be released. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. And Lacey, you's a bitch. You's a bitch if you go back to John. You go back to John, it's not going to be right. Okay? I'm going to cuss you all the way out. But anyway, moving on from that. God damn. Let me... Angela and Tony. Girl, Tony. Okay? Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Anniversary. Do you know what today is? It's our special day. Oh, Tony. Y'all, young kids, y'all don't know nothing about that. Go look it up. Okay? Anyway, Tony, girl, sir, that's what I meant to say. I call everybody girl. The episode was long, so the review gonna be a little bit long too, so don't mind me babbling. Tony, why did you think that it was the smartest thing to do was to go to talk to Tommy about this? You can't tell me that you ain't sit back and you ain't watched the seasons previous as it was airing with the rest of us, and that you didn't know that Tommy had something going or has something for Angela. And you really thought that it was cool for you to go over there and talk to Tommy and get his advice on how to get your boo back? Sir, no, because Tommy was like, what's up? What's good? What made you come here? Okay, you're stupid enough to come here. What you want? I want to get Angela back. No, sir, it's over. It's done with. Ain't nothing finna happen or whatever. You know what? I think that you've been up here playing her this whole time, and it's time for you to go. I need you to leave her alone. Now, they was up in the shed with a whole bunch of utilities and artillery, fix it up stuff, you know, tools and everything. And I said, oh, Tommy trying to show us he's a man's man. I said, all right. Damn, Angela. Like, Tommy actually looked like he got a skill because he was working on stuff. Tommy looked like he'd build you a whole house, okay, just because. What does Tony look like he'll do? Tony looked like he'll probably fuck up calling somebody. He'll call the wrong company to come out here and do it for you. Do it for him, okay? Tommy, on the other hand, he looked like he'll get down and dirty and he'll put all his sweat, blood, and tears in building you something nice. Just like he built you that clock or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you chose. You got a good man standing right there looking for you, Savannah. Okay? Why? Why you ain't pick Tommy? I mean, I guess the heart wrong what the heart wrong, but damn. Okay? Tommy said, and at the end of the day, it's over and it's done with y'all. She over here going on internet dates, okay, with other people anyway. This dude named Ross that she was talking to way before you and probably was talking to while she was with you. I said, now Tommy, skirt. Why you had to put her business out there like that? If she wanted him to know that, she would have told him. Baby, she told you that in confidence, okay? Why you do that? She told you that because that's her best friend, okay? You're supposed to keep her secret, okay? You're supposed to stay mute, okay? Why did you blow the spot up like that? I know you was trying to get back at Tony, trying to make him feel bad or whatever. Here goes Tony. So you mean to tell me she was cheating on me? She coming at me talking about I was cheating or whatever. You the whole time you was cheating on me? I said, no, it don't work that way. Technically speaking, if you want to look at it, she wasn't out here fucking old boy. And I don't even think that she was really talking to him during the time that she actually got with Tony. Okay? Well, you know, she said when they started, she was talking to Ross first. Then she started talking to Tony when Ross and her got on their outs or whatever. And then stuff got serious with Tony. And so, you know, she probably really wasn't talking much to Ross like that. And that's why she got so hooked on Tony. Okay? So don't try to make it seem like she was cheating her ass off when you out here fucking prostitutes and drug addicts. Okay? You was out here fucking them girls in a seedy motel when she done gave you a place to stay, put clothes on your back and food in your belly, bitch, and let you ride around in her car, and you probably didn't even fill up the tank, bitch, okay? And you want to come at Angela about cheating and all this stuff? Like Angela and Tommy said, bitch, you're not married, okay? She didn't file the license. He out there trying to do what he got to do to get her back and all this stuff. Angela said, what you won't do is call me a cheater. Okay. Angela was over. I said, Tony, you got your damn nerves to come up there. I said, with all the shit that you did, you should have just went back to the hotel and sulked, bitch. Okay? That's all you should have did at this point. Meanwhile, Angela get a phone call from the prison. She was like, Ross, you in jail again? What the hell? Yeah, I'm in jail for these cops beating my ass up there talking about some I fit description of somebody that was going and doing breaking and entering and stuff like that. So they put me down on the ground, had me down there for like an hour and a half or whatever before they start beating my ass. Then want to charge me with being drunk and disorderly conduct and touching the cop and all this stuff and woo woo woo. I said, now you better, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I was about to say something about this current situation that's going on. Like, if you was black, sir, you probably be dead. So shut the fuck up. Okay, just be quiet. Sit up in that drunk tank. Baby, 9 and 10, Ross was drunk. Ross was drunk, okay? Angela said, listen. He was like, I'm sorry, Angela. I really am. She was like, listen, I'm so tired of this, okay? I don't have another prison stay up in me. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, Angela. Now, see, last week I was rooting for you. I was like, girl, teach me how you got all these wins or whatever. Baby, you done lost one. They still on her tip, but she finna let one go. I said, let both of them go. Baby, she had to tell Ross what it was. You know, he was like, I prove to you once these charges come out and the evidence come out and it proves that I was innocent or whatever, I make it up to you. She was like, yeah, whatever. You know, they get off the phone. They do the little update. Why is Angela going over there to where Tony at? I said, Angela, take your ass back. Take your ass back. Like, we all lonely during quarantine. We all was lonely. You know, you want to get that little fix in, but nah, not that one. So y'all can go sucking on each other's titties. No, not that one. Don't do that, Angela. Go back home. Go back home. Okay? Meanwhile, speaking of mess, Brittany and her family. Oh, I don't know if I said it in the last review, but the security guard that I be talking about at my job, if you follow me on Twitter, I be talking about some information on her or whatever. She looks just like Brittany's mother. But she's like 50-some years old, almost 60. She's older than my mom. I think she's like 56, 57. But she looks real old in the face. But anyway, Mama was high, okay? They finally got Mama to admit that she took her money, took the little girl, the daughter's money to go buy some pills. Y'all heard that shit about 6ix9ine out here, you know, overdosing on diet pills. Baby, the one thing that I won't do, like, let me tell you something, that is no joke. I don't like to take pills for anything, even for a headache. I will sit out a headache for as long as I can possibly stand it before I take some pills, okay? You are that much of a drug addict and that hooked to pills that you actually go out and you buy diet pills just to get a high from it. Because that's what he did. He went and got hydroxycut. I said, damn, because, you know, they still give him drug tests because he on parole and stuff. So he then overdosed on that and then added caffeine to that ramped it up. Okay, he drunk a caffeine coffee from McDonald's and ramped that shit up and made him overdose. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Them diet pills are dangerous. I don't see how people be doing it. Okay, now see, bitch, Ash will never take a pill to lose weight. I'm do that shit naturally. I'm doing that shit naturally. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of setbacks or whatever. You know, I'm not as far along as I want to be, but bitch, I'm getting there. Girl, them diet pills is crazy. I done seen some stories. Okay. I said, Mama out here buying pills, doing all what she doing, and they basically said, girl, we're gonna have to cut your ass off so you can know what it is, what it feel like, okay? You know, I did love that heart-to-heart talk and sometimes that's what you have to do with family members and friends. If it's not getting into their heads one way, you have to go to where it hurts. And, you know, she don't want to be without her family. She don't want them to cut them off. They support system and all that stuff. And so at this point, she got to do it. She got to do what's best for her family, what's best for her sister. You know, and Brittany is trying to come from an understanding place because she said herself that she was once a hardcore meth addict. You know, so she understands what it's like to be addicted. And I feel like that's totally unfair for the mama to know her issues and know what she's been through with her drug stuff, and you gonna bring that around her. You know what I'm saying? And that's messed up, and you just gotta let people like that go. I did love that little heart to heart that she had with her sister, and you know, telling her material things can be replaced. You have to leave mom alone, you know. And the sister, the fact that that's one thing, I don't want to become a parent and then have my kids ever have to say later on in life that they think I suck, they think they hate me or don't love me or whatever. And to hear the daughter say that, yeah, they got some family issues and trauma that's going on. And it was just a lot. And basically the little update, they don't know where the mama at. The mama, you know, her lease was over in September. They don't know where the mama at. So, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, y'all, that's Love After Lockup. Life After Lockup. We are back on track with the regular season of Love After Lockup next week. And I will see you guys later. Y'all put down in the comments how y'all felt. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.